All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and yes, it is that time of year again. For what, you might ask? You already know because you clicked on the video. This is the most complimented list, my most complimented fragrance list of 2019. Yes, a full 365 days has passed, and I've been wearing some fragrances, and I'm back with a list of fragrances have performed the best. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with how this video works, is I go through my weekly fragrance rotation videos and see which fragrances has gotten me the most amount of compliments, and I compile this list. Now, this list is a tad bit different simply because there is a fragrance that should be here, but it's not. It's in Tennessee, so I'm going to give it an honorable mention, and we'll start the list that way. The fragrance comes from Alexandria Fragrances, and it's none other than 1981 X. Yes, this fragrance has gotten me a ton of compliments throughout 2019, and I used damn near the whole bottle. I've recommended this fragrance a number of times, and a lot of you have went out there to pick up this fragrance, and people that I know in real world life, they actually picked it up as well because it is that dope. And that's the reason why it's not here, because I had to take it with me to Tennessee, and I left it because you can't go on the road without 1981 X. 1981 X is sweet, it's bold, it's smoky, it has a hint of leather to it as well, and it's a recreation of a Giorgio fragrance, and I think you will really enjoy this fragrance. A lot of people have reached out to me after buying this fragrance saying, Big B, I love it. It's sold out numerous times, and it may be sold out right now. All right, so 1981 X kicking off the list with the honorable mention simply because it is not here, it is in Tennessee. The first fragrance I want to officially talk about on the list comes from Parfums de Marly. This one is PERCIVAL. This one is woody, it's citrusy, it has everything you need in a fragrance. Here in Florida, this one is a year-round fragrance. You can wear it in fall, spring, summer, you know, wherever. It does not matter. I know I forgot one. Spring. You can wear this fragrance all year round, and you're going to be good to go with it, all right? I've gotten a ton of compliments with this fragrance, and for good reason. It performs, it projects, and it smells great in my personal opinion and in the opinions of others who've complimented me on this fragrance. Super dope fragrance. I enjoy it. One that I think you will enjoy from the house as well, although they have a ton of standout fragrances in my personal opinion. Make sure you check this thing out. Now listen, if you're looking for any Parfums de Marly fragrances, you can go ahead and holler at the people at crystalfragrance.com. They're gonna go ahead and hook you up, and she has a ton of samples available for fragrances as well, so you can try before you officially buy. That was a shameless plug because I think she's dope. The next fragrance on today's list has musk, it has ambergris, it has cedar, and a fragrance that I think you will really enjoy. This one has been a standout fragrance in my collection, and for good reason. Once again, this one comes from Creed, and this one is Creed's Himalaya. Yes, the player from the Himalayas has gotten me a ton of compliments in 2019 and is likely to do the same in 2020. All right, so if you're looking for a fragrance that you can wear, then look no further than this thing here. To me, this one has this cooling, calming type of feel to it as well. I mean, what else can you say about this fragrance? It's fresh, it's clean, and that's something that Creed does extremely well. If you talk about freshness in a fragrance, then it's pretty much unmatched in my personal opinion, and this one, again, is a standout fragrance. Now, last year, Creed's Vetiver Geranium took the #1 spot overall, and I did not wear it a ton this year, and I probably would have placed, but Creed is back at it. Next on the list, we have OUDMAZING from the house of MONTALE. This one is an amazing fragrance, one that I enjoy having in my collection. I got this one in 2019, even though this one did come out, I don't know, I forgot when it came out, but it didn't come out in 2019. This is a solid fragrance overall. I was originally sent this fragrance in a decant format from a subscriber. I enjoyed it. I grabbed this one, and I think this one is really, really dope. One that I'm happy to have in the collection because it smells great. I personally think this is more of a fall and winter based fragrance. You can wear this one nights out. You can wear this one any office if you chose to, but go very, very light on the sprays because oud is not everyone's favorite note, but this one isn't the oudiest fragrance of them all. It just smells amazing in my personal opinion. So add this one to your collection if you haven't already done so. At least give it a try. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. In the number 8 spot, OUDMAZING. Next, we have another fragrance from the house of MONTALE, and this one is Chocolate Greedy. Chocolate, it's vanilla, it has cacao. A fragrance that I really enjoy. This is going to be a good one for wintertime fragrance, but listen, since I got this one in the collection, I've been wearing it. It's gotten me a lot of compliments. It's none other than Chocolate Greedy. No other way to sum this one up. This one is like an Oriental Fougere or vanilla fragrance. I don't know. I just know it smells great. This one is dope. I enjoy it. I've talked about it a ton throughout 2019 and for good reason. And the reason is people enjoy it. A lot of women enjoy this fragrance as well. This one is marketed as a unisex fragrance. So I recently did a video about making women melt. I'm not sure if you've seen that yet or if it's even released. This one did not make the list, but this is a fragrance that women will enjoy. If you wear this one on looking for a cuddle buddy session, then hey, Chocolate Greedy is here to help. So there it is, Chocolate Greedy rounding up the number 7 spot. Molecule 01 comes up next, and this is a fragrance that I wear a lot when I'm traveling. More specifically, I wear this as I'm getting on airplanes, right? I want to wear a fragrance that is going to smell good, not project a ton, and not make the person next to me feel like, who is this guy? But who is this guy? And this one is, again, Molecule 01. Super solid fragrance. I really enjoy it. I had some mixed feelings about this one initially, but over time, this one has become one of my mainstays, especially, again, as I travel. And I've done a ton of traveling this year. So this is a super solid fragrance. Hopefully you enjoy this one as well. And it gets compliments. The great thing about this fragrance is it lasts longer, projects, and you can layer it with almost anything. So there you have it. Molecule 01. In the number 5 spot, we have a fragrance from MAISON Margiela, and this one is By the Fireplace. Now, I always get compliments when wearing this fragrance. I talk about this fragrance a ton, whether it's going to be in a fall list, winter list, cuddle list, Valentine's Day, anything like that. I put this on the list because it works and it gets compliments. This one is a unisex fragrance, and as it gets compliments as it should, man. This one is like a walking cuddle slash snuggle slash anything you want it to be. This is chestnuts roasting on an open fire, whatever the case is, man. Solid fragrance from the house of Replica or Margiela with the Replica lineup. Super, super dope. I enjoy it. I know a lot of you guys and girls out there enjoy this one as well, as you should, because it's dope, which is why it's on the list. This one probably would have made it higher if I wore it more, but I did not wear it as much as years past. But I can foresee me wearing this a lot more as I head into Tennessee. In the number 4 spot, we have 1 Million Lucky. Again, I've talked about this fragrance a lot over this past year, and it deserved every mention in every weekly fragrance rotation video, every list that it's made it's on, including this one, so which is why it's here today. This one is a younger fragrance, if you will. This one isn't probably one that most men in 30 plus would go and reach for, but I think it's worth getting your nose on it. If you're in high school, right, college, boom, this is a staple for you to have in your collection, especially at its price point. If you're going out, if you're looking to go out on a date or something like that, or if you're just looking to get noticed, this is one that I definitely think you should grab. 1 Million Lucky is here to perform. We are down to the final 3 fragrances, and some of you may not agree with these fragrances here, but these are just the fragrances that worked for me. This fragrance that I'm mentioning is a newer, not really new to my collection at this point. This one was added to my collection in 2019, and this one is Cedrat Bois from MANCERA. All right, solid fragrance. I wear this one a lot on traveling as well, but not actually like on a plane. I wear this one to meetings that I'm traveling to. Super solid fragrance. I really enjoy it. It has good performance, obviously good compliment factor, which is why it's on the list list today. This one is a man's scent. This one is very manly. It's some woodiness to it. Yeah, some fruitiness to it as well, and it performs. This one is not one that you're going to smell on everyone. It's not a ton of stuff that smells like it, which is always a plus, which is another reason why it stands out. If people can't put their nose on it, like, haha, I know what this is, they tend to compliment you and say, hey, sir, you smell amazing. Number 2 spot is reserved for a fragrance from Prada. I've talked a lot about this fragrance as well, and any of these fragrances that I'm talking about at this point, you've probably heard me mention a lot, okay? And this one is Prada Luna Rossa Black, okay? Solid fragrance in my personal opinion. I will probably put this across the year. You can wear this one in you know, all 4 seasons. This one, it'll be good to go. This one is the latest installment in the Luna Rossa lineup, and I really enjoy it. Most people who smell this fragrance really enjoy it as well, and I think most of the fragrance reviewers out there, at least ones that I've watched their videos on this one, say that they enjoy it. I think this one is a dope fragrance. This one is good for the office. You can wear this one out and about, and you can just wear it if you just want to, you know, kick back and relax. This is definitely one that you can do, and you will not regret it. All right, solid fragrance, good distribution, all those good things. Everything you want in a fragrance is here with this one, Prada Luna Rossa Black. All right, so this one I kind of get not really jealous of people, but when I smell people wearing this fragrance, I'm like, damn it, I should have wore that fragrance, because it smells amazing. All right, super solid fragrance. Hopefully you enjoy this one as much as I do. If you haven't smelled this fragrance, make sure you get your nose on it, add it to your rotation for 2020. And finally, on the list of most complimented fragrances, I know some of you are going to hate this one, but it is what it is. This one comes from BYRON PARFUMS, and say it with me, this one is MULA. All right, this one can also be picked up from Crystal Fragrance, because that's where they sell it. All right, so this one is a solid fragrance in my personal opinion. He also just came out with a new one. I think it's called BYRON Man. That one is limited to 500. I will give you my thoughts and opinions on that one as I can, but right now we're talking about this one, MULA. All right, very dope fragrance. There's a ton of different notes in this fragrance here, and it's really enjoyable. It's a bit fruity, it's a bit airy, it's a bit warm, it's a bit cozy. It's kind of everything that I want in a fragrance, and I tend to get a ton of compliments when I wear this fragrance, and you can see that I do enjoy wearing this fragrance by the amount of juice that is gone. Now, that traditionally doesn't mention, like, mean I don't like wearing a fragrance is there's not a lot of juice gone, but I have a lot of fragrances, and if I keep going back to this one, it's for good reason. Traditionally, it works for me. I like it, other people like it, and that's always a good combination. All right, I don't think you can get it in this size anymore. I think they all come in the new design 50 ml bottles, but if you can get your nose on this one, I guess, if you will, is the original batch. I'm not sure if anything has changed since that has happened, but I really enjoy this fragrance, man. A great job, and I think this is one of the first fragrances that he came out with, at least one of the first ones that I was introduced to from the line, along with .9 and Pirates. But to me, this one was a standout. And then he also has the Chronic and Oud Bourbon. All solid fragrances in my personal opinion, but this one here is the champion. All right, so MULA, my most complimented fragrance of 2019. So there you have it. List your most complimented fragrances down below so I can know. If I don't have it in my collection, I would love to add it. All right, there you have it. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again, and I want you to be complimented. All right, 2020, it's all about the compliments, baby. Just hit the goddamn bell.